So, welcome to our slightly mad March video. I don't know what the weather's like with you on the 31st of March, but here in London, we've had everything so far. It's about, golly, what time is it? It's coming up for midday now, and we've had snow and rain and sleet and sunshine. So, hey, March comes in like a lamb and out like a lion, and I don't think the beginning of March was that lamb-like. Anyway, so here comes our video of backstage comments and insight from March's productions and events. As ever, I'm just going to start with a little bit of chat about what's been going on in Prompter's Corner, because it's been a very busy month. We've done Titus Andronicus, which you will see lots of responses from upcoming. Everybody's kind of like, wow, that was a big one, which it was. The energy behind it for us was very tense. There was a lot of build up to this and a lot of things that we sort of had to do, but when it happened, it seemed to actually flow quite freely, which was a wonderful feeling when that happens. We've also got some scenes, which were a lot of fun. We went for a lot of bits and pieces that were outdoorsy, so a lot of As You Like It, and of course we had a whole hour of Midsummer Night's Dream, so a lot of fun coming up. So all of that's happened. At the same time, I've been in part preparing Pericles, which is our next play coming up this coming Sunday. That's a whole nother world of excitement. We'll talk about that in April. But we've also been prepping text for Timon of Athens, which is our first play in March. We have two in May. Sorry, we've got two coming up in May. And we are preparing for our first in-person play, actually since about 2019. So it's not just lockdown, but it's been quite a while for us. So we are going to do a one-off performance of Much Ado About Nothing at the Trinity Theatre in Tunbridge Wells on Sunday, 3rd of July, starting at 2:30. You'll hear a lot more about this over the next few months, but this is the month that came together. I actually went to Tunbridge Wells last week, had a look at the venue, look at the space, because I'm planning the script. I'm editing it and planning entrances and exits and everything very specifically for that venue, because sort of the way it works, it's a place we've never been before. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be outdoors. The audience will be on picnic tables and rugs and deck chairs. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fabulous day. And the company are thoroughly excited to be going back to in-person work. We're not stopping with the online, I swear, and I hold by my oath that we are going to stick with this. This is now part of what we do. Luckily for this project, we have recruited the wonderful Hannah Harkart of producers Harkart Pierce, and she is being very much my strong right hand in that she's dealing with all the technicalities and all the admin, and she's done a budget. There will be a lot of fundraising to be done, but that's all to come, and it's going to be fun. We've got some really fun events planned in the next few months that we will be sharing stuff about, and possibly people can come and watch and take part in, so lots of fun to come. Anyway, so that's, anything else? No, that's it. So, without further ado, here are several members of the company all sharing their experiences of Titus Andronicus, which was a big old play to take on, and I am so delighted at how it came off. I hope you enjoyed it too. Here's what the company thought.
So we have concluded our performance of Titus Andronicus for today. We wrapped up a few moments ago, hence the makeup, which is still applied. I have to confess, I had an enormous amount of fun, which might make me sound like a very disturbed individual, given what Demetrius, who I was playing this afternoon, does to other people in the play. Now, that is entirely debatable, but I think that it's very important that whatever you're doing, you are in some way, to a lesser or greater extent, having fun. That really is the bottom line. To a large extent as an actor. If you are not having fun, you're doing something wrong. There's some sort of resistance there, I think. And you need to ask yourself what that resistance is about. And also, because of those dreadful things that you may very well have to do as an actor in playing some utterly reprehensible people, it's going to be hopefully a huge amount of fun. And the best way to access that fun, I think, is to develop compassion for these people, these horrible people, because you don't have to like them as an actor. That's not required at all. You might think it is. I disagree. I don't think it is at all. I think what is absolutely crucial is to understand them. You need to understand what motivates people to do the seemingly horrible things that they do to each other. So you don't have to like them, but you do have to understand them, because that will give you a much better route into playing them.
Hello, brave Shakespeare watchers. I'm doing this immediately. I've just finished playing Titus for Titus Andronicus. I'm quite exhilarated, actually, because I've been through so many emotions with him. I've still got ketchup in my hair, and I'll just show you the scene. I've got ketchup there. There's the script on the screen. There's some of my props, blood and arrows, more ketchup, paper thrown everywhere, books and things. The thing I wore earlier. Hope you could see all that. So yeah, what an amazing experience. I'm really quite honoured to have played him. I mean, you know, he's not such a bad man really, because he's kind of justified in most of his killings. Not the first one, not killing his own son at the beginning. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. And yes, here's to doing more Shakespeare. Hooray!
Hello, Jack here. Just finished Titus Andronicus with Shake Scene today. I played young Lucius, Bassianus and Boris, if you hadn't already seen. Yeah, Titus Andronicus, what a play. Sort of Shakespeare's Tarantino phase, if you will. It's my personal favourite play just because of the action, non-stop action. And what a play to do on cue script form, because all the risks are heightened to that point. And not to forget, and this is right off the bat one of my favourite moments in Shakespeare, when Shakespeare invented the your mama joke with "Thou hast undone our mother. Villain, I have done thy mother." Bosh, what more can you want? Thank you, bye.
Just finished Titus Andronicus. Haven't taken the costume off yet. I mean, I get off lightly in this one because I'm Marcus, Titus's brother, and I really get to keep the show on the road while everyone else drops like flies, including the fly that I stab with my knife. But the fly's the only thing I kill, and I don't have anything horrible happen to me. But I didn't know much about the play, except the thing about the pie, which everybody knows, but I'd forgotten about all the dismembered heads and the scene where I'm going to get an axe, and I didn't know, because of the way we work, I didn't know I was offering to cut my hand off, and that then I was going to get a carrier bag with a couple of heads in it. So that was interesting. And just the feeling of being in one of the great Roman families and finding very few of them left. And that it does feel at the end that all my hope is now on my nephew Lucius and his son, and I've got nobody else left. It is quite awful, and I found it all very draining because, you know, there was all this archery and stuff to worry about, and it's taken all day from fairly early this morning making props, organising props. It's my fault for leaving it to the last day. And it's been quite a ride, but I really have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.
I must just add in here, what Geraldine hasn't shared with us in that video is that she was actually poorly with COVID during that production. I did check with her several times. Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? And she said, nope, I can definitely do it. And she did. And she was wonderful as ever. So no wonder she was drained. I guarantee you she's very much better now. Very much herself. Just wanted to say that.
So, just finished playing in Titus Andronicus. always, whenever we finish these full play versions, I'm always exhausted. No matter how much I've been doing or how little I've been doing, I'm always sort of really tired out, and it's no exception today. I think the thing that strikes me the most is, particularly with this play, it's such a gory play that when you're doing it as a cue script, even if you're not on stage when some of the gore is happening, you're kind of hearing it, and it's every bit as appalling, I think, when you're reading the play for the first time, to sort of discover it, and maybe even more so because you're actually discovering it and discovering what people have done in order to highlight the gore. It was quite a thing to listen to, and I feel quite exhausted as a result, emotionally as well as the concentration and that sort of thing. So those are my thoughts. I'd be interested to know how people found the somewhat comedy role of Asinus, just to see whether, did that fit? Did it work? Did it harmonise? Did it feel jarring? I always do wonder that, because again, one of the things with the cue script approach is you put together a plan, you have an idea of what's going to happen, you set up your plan, and then it's a risk really as to, does it actually work? I'd be interested to find out. Anyway, thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed Titus Andronicus.
Yeah, still some blood. It's not actually blood, it's German bathing salts. Well, it's not bathing salts, it's just stuff. Yeah, lots of blood. Obviously I didn't put that in my mouth. What I had in my mouth was my mum's raspberry juice from last year. Really glad that worked out. Didn't think it would. All the gory magic tricks worked, so shout out to Alexandra for that. And I already cleaned up the cling film and towels and stuff to catch all of it. And I've also thrown away the stumps. I wish I could show you, but I've thrown them away. Yeah. Bye.
Hey everyone, so we've just finished our performance of Titus Andronicus. My name is Ashley and I played Tamara. It's a really violent play, and I know the play so well, but I'm always struck by how horrific it is, and so dark, just lots of violence and lots of terrible things people do to one another, not unlike the real world, interestingly. So I was just totally honored to be part of that and honored to play that part. I love that part and I've wanted to play her for a long time. And I'm also aware that this is International Women's Month, so I think that there's a lot of things we need to think about in terms of how we treat women and how we, the way that we view them in our society. I think that's really, really important. Thank you for watching. It's lovely that you're part of our adventure, and please keep on supporting us. Bye.
So that was behind the scenes at Titus Andronicus. It's one of those things, it's like, I bet we never thought there were so many things you could do with ketchup and bubble bath and goodness me. Yes, so that was a play. It was a great play. We are delighted to have done it. Now we have just a few bits of input from those who took part in the scenes a couple of weeks after Titus. All very, very much in a different mood. So here is a little something else to conclude the month of March.
I've done some very strange things in my life, but I don't think I've ever put my glasses in water before. They are for this evening when I'm playing Titania, and blue and yellow for obvious reasons for Ukraine.
Hi everyone. We've just finished a flippin' fantastic bunch of scenes with Shakespeare, and I got to play a bunch of different characters, but my most favorite of all, Rosalind from As You Like It. And so I think my initial thoughts about that scene where she sort of tricks Orlando into calling her Rosalind when he thinks that she's a man is just the language she uses, and the smarts, you know, she's so smart and she's so brave and feisty and fun. So I totally love that scene, and I love that play. It's probably my favorite comedy of Shakespeare's. Yeah, and then just a bunch of other really fun scenes with a great cast, intimate, and I was in all 5 scenes today, which has never happened before. I've always had a break, but today I was in all 5 scenes, which I actually love. Like, I love that the most because there's no time to think. You just have to go, and it's like an hour and 15 minutes of full on crazy, and it's amazing. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this with us, and keep watching. Tell your friends about us. There is really nothing better than spending some time on a Sunday, a lazy Sunday, watching Shakespeare. Have a beautiful day, week, wherever you are in the world. Bye.
Hello everybody, I'm Ellie Zegan. I've just finished taking part in Shaking Scenes, the 5 PM, which was a Midsummer Night's Dream special. I had the privilege of playing Titania, Hermia, Quince and Cobweb. With some wonderful costume changes, which I enjoy very much. And it is always such a joy to work in this way. It's such fun with a great ensemble, listening to each other, connecting to each other, and just seeing what's going to happen. You never know. It's like magic. Thanks for watching.
Just after what Ellie said about characters and characterization, I have to pop up again because I've included a tiny snippet of Ellie as Peter Quince in that scenes, which was one of my favourite moments, certainly from this year, possibly from the last 2 years. Just in case you didn't see it, here's a tiny clip to follow. And if you didn't see it, do hop back on the link and have a look. It's worth it. I think she's brilliant.
That's Pat. And here's a marvellous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action, as we will do it before the Duke.
So that's us for another month. Thank you so much for continuing to patronise us. We literally couldn't do it without you. We are incredibly grateful, and we hope that you are still enjoying the work as much as we are. Keep your eyes peeled. There will be news about Much Ado and any other sort of performances that pop up in the next month. But otherwise, we will see you on Sunday, I hope, for Pericles and all the other adventures that we have coming up in April. So have a good month, look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.